of the extension, because, well, the situation is already rather complicated. We should try to avoid to make it even more confusing. And I believe we risk to do so introducing the new concept of technical extension. What is clear is that an extension of Article 50 is possible if there is a common agreement between the UK and the member states. And if an extension happens and it is longer than the period from now to the European elections, then the UK will be a member still at the date of the European elections, and therefore there should be elections also in the UK. The so-called technical extension has nothing to do with this, because some people talk about the technical extension for the purpose of allowing the UK to introduce some internal legislation. Now, the real issue of an extension of Article 50 has to do with the withdrawal agreement. If there is a withdrawal agreement, then you can organize inside the withdrawal agreement the transitional period and the way some legislation might be needed both in the EU and in the UK. But the defining issue is there or isn't there a withdrawal agreement? When we talk about an extension, the only extension we are talking about is the extension of Article 50 in case there is no withdrawal agreement agreed on time till the 29th of March. That's the only real extension. Because if we have an extension for technical reasons, meaning in order to allow the UK to organize the legislation, it will only be relevant for the purpose of elections if that would mean that the withdrawal agreement itself is postponed, because then you won't have a withdrawal agreement and then you will have to organize elections. So for the purpose of organizing elections, it is totally irrelevant if the postponement or the extension is technical or not. The real issue is, do we have a withdrawal agreement before the 29th of March or not? This is the issue. If there is a withdrawal agreement, then, of course, Brexit is legally effective. There's a new composition of the Parliament. There won't be elections in the UK. If there is no withdrawal agreement, then it means the UK remains, and there's an extension. It means that the UK remains a member state, and therefore there must be elections because that's a right of the citizens. That's the way I see it.
Helmut?
Thank you.